Okay, I'm back in recording. Let's try to get to chapter 3 out of the way. If I do 2 chapters a day, I should have this thing done in no time. So, let's do it. Damn it! Caesar slammed his fist on the wood table, causing a bottle of ink to topple over, covering the table with black liquid. He cleaned up the ink and tossed the empty ink bottle in a waste bin with his magic. How can he just jump up and leave like that? I don't know. Ture's eyes start to water up and tear up. But he might have left. But he might have left to go after him. Caesar began to cough violently. He pulled a cloth from his coat pocket and brought it up to his mouth. He coughed into it, sending bits of saliva and blood into the threads. Gasping haggardly for breath, Caesar cleared his throat and tossed the damper out on the table. He cleared his throat, apparently for a second time, and muttered something solemnly. If Quarrel doesn't kill me, this damn disease will. You are horrible! How could you do something like that? Just leave Epe! The image came with an interesting migraine that hammered your brain. You sat down on a nearby bench, your pain-ridden the body and unable to support itself. All the girls rushed by you, Fluttershy being one of them to sit next to you. Are you alright? What's happening? They all say, Fluttershy's voice holding with the most concern. You didn't respond right away. You held your head in your hands, feeling the pain pulsate throughout your skull. The pain subsided after a couple seconds, and you lowered it onto one hand, still holding your head with the other. As you sat there, questions popped into your head. Who was that girl? Why was she yelling at me? And suddenly, realization morphed into your head. She was yelling at you, calling your name. You remembered your name. Are you alright, dear? You look pale, Rary asked, a worry of cast over her face. Epe, you mutter. What was that, Sugarcoat? I remembered something. My name, you say softly. My name is Epe. You stand up, shaking your head slightly. Sorry for worrying you. We should get going, you say with a smile. Do you remember anything else, darling? Clarity questioned. Damn, you think to yourself. She just had to go and ask, you sigh. Yeah, it was someone yelling. It was a girl. Looked to be a teenager. Dash cut you off. Ooh, a girl? A past lover, maybe, she teased. Maybe, I don't know. She sighed. Dash had a look for a minute of surprise. Oh. What did she say? Twilight asked. She said, quote-unquote, You're horrible! How could you do something like that? Just leave, Epe. Everyone grows quiet now, leaving a solemn air about the group. What did she look like? Twilight stammered out. She had shoulder-length red hair, kind of looked petite, and had a horn. Twilight mewed over. She sighed. Doesn't sound like any pony I know. I'm sorry. No, it's alright. Tell her. Where should we go next? Is any pony thirsty? Pinkie asked, her hyperness fading a bit. Because I really could go for some sweet apple cider right now. Everyone, including you, gave Pinkie Pie a weird look. She flattered and recovered. Non-alcoholic cider, of course. Oh, so in this world, cider is alcoholic. Nice. Nice. Break. Your fingers numb from the ice-cold sweet apple cider. Non-alcoholic cider, of course. You barely had to drink it, only taking sips every once in a while. The words the girl yelled repeated into your head over and over, seeing her scream them, tears streaking down your cheek. You're horrible, Epe. Just leave, Epe. You okay, Sugar Cube? Applejack's concerned voice sounded out before she could down her sweet liquid apple essence. She tossed the empty plastic bottle in a nearby trash can and caught up back with the group. Yeah, you lied, taking another sip of your cider. If you say so, said Applejack, seeing through your fib. Oh, I know, Pinkie exclaimed, adorable hyperness returning, obviously attempting to bring a smile to your lips. Let's go to Sugar Cube Corner. My sweet, I guarantee to turn that frown upside down. I'm not frowning, you argued, your cheeks turning a light shade of pink. She was an inch from your face. Her breath smelled sweet, not the sick odor of sugar, but as if her toothpaste were bubblegum flavor and candy? Maybe it was her hair, you thought. It didn't have a look of puffy cotton candy. That fact didn't change the shade of your cheeks, though. Oh, your naivety. Come on, Pinky, give that boy his personal space, Dash said, pulling her back. Annoyance was slightly present in her voice, but it didn't sound as if she was annoyed that Pinkie Pie was being a tad intruding, but something else. She looked up at you, blushed barely, just barely, so faint it was hard to notice. But apparently I noticed, and looked back. The bell that alerts store owners of an arriving customer rung as Pinkie bounced into the sugar cube corner, bubbliness almost cracking her face into a smile. "Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Cake," Pinkie Pie exclaimed. The sudden overload of activity startled the two elderly shop owners. Oh, hello, Pinkie," Mrs. Cake sighed, hand over her heart in an attempt to calm its palpitation. She noticed to you. "Who is this? A new friend?" You start before Pinkie cuts you off. "Yeah, his name's Epe. First I found him on her on the path in the house, into her house, night before last. And he took him in our house. He doesn't remember anything other than his name he just found out a while ago, but other than that, not a thing. He doesn't have anywhere to live either, to him to think of it." She paused in thought for half a second, and then resumed to pour out words. "We were walking around to give him a tour of Ponyville, and then we stopped to get something to drink, but he wasn't smiling, so I brought him here to get some sweets to make him smile." She said all that without ever stopping for a breath. "Wait, what just happened?" You say, marveled at the speech Pinkie Pie just blabbered out. "Don't worry, you'll get used to it," Twilight said. "Oh dear, you look like you just left the war zone," Mrs. Cake gasped, seeing the bandages on your arm's head. "I wonder what happened." "So do I," you sigh, your slight frown returning. Pinkie took notice as a state of your lips and frowned at herself. "You're frowning more and more. We need to get you a lollipop stat." She grabbed a lollipop from the counter and put it in your hand. "Eat this, so it'll make your smile come back." "We might as well get some for ourselves," Twilight thought. She grabbed a lollipop from the table and left a few coins on the counter. "Come back soon, we'll help any way we can," Mr. and Mrs. Cake called out as you walked out. The group walked about the busy streets of Ponyville. Where was I? Yeah. Enjoying Pinkie Pie's sweets. The words continued to play in your head, repeating again and again like a broken record, repeating the same track. You had the lollipop in your mouth, sucking its sweet flavor. It made your mind feel a bit at ease, but you were still demoralized from seeing that image and hearing those words, seeing her cry. You must have done something really, really, really bad. Pinkie Pie took notice of your bubble of depression and appeared 2 inches in front of your face, causing you to stop. She had a look of sadness cast over her face. Ah, son of a gun. Yeah, look of sadness over her face. This might make you smile. Oh my god, everyone's interrupting me today. Hold on a sec. I swear to God, everyone just wants to stop me from making these videos today. Yeah. She had a look of let me just start over. Pinkie Pie took notice of your bubble of depression and appeared 2 inches in front of you again, causing you to stop. She had a look of sadness cast over her face. "Does my candy not make you smile?" Pinkie said, eyes shining over, threatening to appearance of tears. You start to fluster. No, it's not that at all. Your sweets are delicious." "Then how come you're not smiling?" Pinkie asked, her voice cracking. "Oh crap. I assure you, your sweets are amazing. They aren't making me not smile. In fact, it's really the only thing that's helping me right now," you assure her. After seeing that girl cry in your memories, you never want to bring that level of sadness to everyone again. Pinkie still stays silent. "Look, your sweets aren't the cause of me not smiling. In truth, I think this candy is the main thing that's keeping me from being sad altogether." You smile, hoping that would do the trick to get Pinkie out of her haze. She smiled, satisfied that you were enjoying her candy. "Okay, Epe, I believe you." Out of completely nowhere, she hugs you tight. You blush, and a noise that was a mix of embarrassment and shock escapes your lips. "Well," Applejack chuckled, "ain't you just a little Casanova, huh?" She cheesed. "Wait, I'm not. You were caught off by Fluttershy, Applejack, Twilight, Rarity, and Dash's laughter. You continue to blush as the lovely adolescent holds you tight. She finally lets go, leaving you flustered and confused. As you begin to continue on the walk through Ponyville, Pinky begins to walk next to you. Thank you, she whispers, so only you could hear. And you looked at her confused. She ignored your look of confusion and began to initiate the small talk with the rest of the group. You were left clueless of why Pinkie Pie showed that much affection to you. The group acted as if it wasn't too common. Lost my place, but my mouse had a nice spasm. You decided to worry about it later. After the tour was finished, you had all returned to Fluttershy's cottage. Well, that was fun, wouldn't you agree? Twilight said as you all entered Fluttershy's warm, welcome abode. You nodded and let the scent of nature relax your sore muscles. The walk had taken a lot out of you, as did the whole scene of acrobatics. You would stop for lunch before returning, so the way that food consumed slowed you down, yearning for a rest. Pinky's words at your cute corner reminded you of something. Start. I don't have any place to stay, so, is it alright if I stay with one of you? You ask. I don't think you have any room at the library. Twilight dwelled on it. Applejack thought about it as well. I don't think so, shook Cube. Sorry, Epe. No, it's fine. Thanks for considering it, AJ. He reassured. Only Pegasi can walk on clouds, so my place is out of the question, Jack shied. Too bad you can't stay with someone as awesome as me, huh? She teased. Yeah, a real shame, she say sarcastically. What about you, Rarity? Twilight asked. No, I don't think I can either. Sorry, dear. Pinky didn't have any room either, and you were quite disappointed at that particular. You wanted to understand why she was so affectionate towards you. Everyone was eliminated except for Fluttershy. Embarrassed by the situation of Southern center of all the attention, she blushed and hid her face behind her pink, rosy curls. Yes? She asked timidly. Do you have any space free for Epe to stay here, dear? Rarity asked. I guess. I mean, sure, there's that spare room down the hall you could use, Epe. You sure? I don't want to intrude. I mean, you seem timid enough, so I don't want to make you uncomfortable in your own house, you say, worried that you cause inconvenience to Fluttershy. I think it's a nice opportunity for you to get more comfortable around you, Twilight advised. Don't you think so too, Fluttershy? She squeaked and hid her face behind her hair again. Sure, I guess. Then it's settled. Epe, you'll be staying with Fluttershy from now on, so get comfy together, you two, Pinky exclaimed. Fluttershy blushed, while Witchy looked confused. Sorry to make you go through all this trouble, you all, she said. Oh, don't be a darling. It's our pleasure to help you. Rarity assured you. Well, we should get going, Twilight said, standing up. Yes, let's, Rarity agreed. We've been away from our jobs for quite a while. We need to get back to work. Sorry for making you fall behind your work, guys, she apologized sadly. Now, don't be like Rarity said. It's our pleasure to help any pony in need, Dash told you. Yeah, we're all enjoying helping others. Yeah, don't sweat it, Applejack added. Thanks, guys, you're a great help. Oh, no need to geez, a lot of apologies and everything. No need to flatter us. We already know that we're already awesome, Dash quoted. You're very modest, aren't you? You added sarcastically. Everyone laughed and said their goodbyes, and they all departed back to their homes and jobs. Only you and Fluttershy were left, and she only squeaked and hid her blushing face behind her hair. You sighed. This was going to take some time to get used to. Sorry for all those interruptions today. I will try to get a clear video out tomorrow. We're getting through this. I mean, next is 5, and then 6, and then, you know, in no time we'll be done with this. So thank you for tuning in. Sorry for those interruptions. Hopefully there won't be so many tomorrow. And I will see you next time.